Okay. Our unit number second, the name of the unit number second is free vibration of single degree of freedom system. May I audible to all? Pratiksha, may I audible? Slides are visible. Slides are visible. Slides are visible, Pratiksha. Slides are visible to you. Slides are visible now. Okay, no problem. We'll see now the unit number second. The unit number second, the name of the unit number second is free vibration of single degree of freedom system. तर बघा, free vibration of single degree of freedom system असं हे आपल्या काय चॅप्टरचं नाव आहे. In this unit number second, there are the many problems over there. Maybe 3-4 derivations are over there. And based on this, some of the concepts related to this free vibration, related to the dynamics, related to the degree of freedom are somehow different. And that chapter is very interesting. That related to the dynamic loads, related to the dynamic analysis, and related to the damping system and the undamping system. I will clear all the concepts related to the damping, related to the undamping to you. Okay. First we will see the syllabus. What is the syllabus? तर syllabus मध्ये काय दिलेलं आहे बघा, dynamic loads and dynamic analysis, degrees of freedom, undamped free vibration, multiple elastic forces, viscously damped vibrations, equation of motion and solution, and last point is the logarithmic decrement. I am requesting to all the students, if you have pen or notebook, you can write this all the points related to the chapter number second. From today onwards, there will be a derivation for your earthquake engineering subject, so that all the derivation you should write into your notebook also. That will become easy for you for the understanding. Okay, that is my request to all. तर बघा, यामध्ये we'll see the dynamic loads and the dynamic analysis. Already we know the two types of the loads over there. कुठल्या टाइपचे अनालिसिस असतात. फर्स्ट वन इज द स्टॅटिक अनालिसिस अँड सेकंड वन इज द डायनॅमिक अनालिसिस. अँड डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम, डॅम्पिंग सिस्टीम आणि अनडॅम्प्ड सिस्टीम. आता या ठिकाणी फ्री व्हायब्रेशन लिहिलेलं आहे. दॅट इज द फ्री व्हायब्रेशन अँड द फोर्स्ड व्हायब्रेशन. दोन टाइपचे व्हायब्रेशन असतात, एक तर फ्री व्हायब्रेशन आणि सेकंड वन इज द फोर्स्ड व्हायब्रेशन. सिंगल डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम सिस्टीम. आता सिंगल डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम सिस्टीम म्हणजे काय, ओनली सिंगल डिग्री अँड डबल डिग्री किंवा ट्रिपल डिग्री असेल किंवा फोर्थ डिग्री असेल किंवा फिफ्थ डिग्री असेल, 60 डिग्री असेल किंवा 10th डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम असेल, तर आपण काय म्हणतो त्याला सिंगल डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम सिस्टीम अँड द मल्टी डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम सिस्टीम. जी काय सिंगल डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम सिस्टीमचा जो काय स्टडी आहे, दॅट स्टडी इज इन्क्लुडेड इन युअर सिलेबस, दॅट इज युअर earthquake engineering, and the whatever study the related to the multi degrees of freedom system, that is included into the MTech syllabus. Okay, so in this unit you will see what is the dynamic load, what is the static load, what is the degrees of freedom, what is the damping system, what is the undamping system, and this logarithmic decrement. That all points will see in your unit number 2. तर बघा काय दिलेलं आहे, अबाउट द टायटल ऑफ द चॅप्टर. विल सी हिअर द अबाउट द टायटल ऑफ द चॅप्टर. काय दिलेलं आहे, फ्री व्हायब्रेशन ऑफ सिंगल डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम सिस्टीम. काय दिलेलं आहे, द टोटल मीनिंग ऑफ दिस चॅप्टर और द टोटल अबाउट द टायटल ऑफ दिस चॅप्टर, फ्री व्हायब्रेशन ऑफ सिंगल डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम सिस्टीम. तर फ्री व्हायब्रेशन म्हणजे काय, व्हॉट इज मीन बाय द फ्री व्हायब्रेशन. The free vibration means without any external force. What is mean by the free vibration means without any external force. And single degree of freedom system means system which have only 1 degree of freedom. System which have only 1 degree of freedom, or system which can be represented using on coordinate. म्हणजे बघा, सिंगल डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम सिस्टीम म्हणजे काय? अ सिंगल डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम सिस्टीम मीन्स system which have only one degree of freedom or system which can be represented using on coordinates. तर free vibration म्हणजे काय असणार आहे? तर there is a without any external force system is getting vibrator at a initial disturbance, that is nothing but a free vibration. बघा एखादी सिस्टीम आहे त्याला आपण इनिशियल डिस्टर्ब केलं तर that will be vibrated continuously, that is nothing but a free vibration at a initial disturbance only, that is nothing but a free vibration. And single degree of freedom system म्हणजे काय असणार आहे? which having only one degree of freedom system, that is the single degree of freedom system. जर मल्टी असेल, डबल असेल, ट्रिपल असेल तर त्या ठिकाणी किती असणार आहे डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम? that is the 3 degrees of freedom system. We'll see what is meant by the degrees of freedom also in this unit. Okay, about central idea of the subject. In this chapter, definition of dynamics will be studied and the equation of motion, formulation of single degree of freedom system will be studied and also solution of this equation will be studied. तर बघा या ठिकाणी प्रत्येक ठिकाणी there will be a one word is written, that is SDOF, capital SDOF. तर या ठिकाणी आता तुम्ही समजून घ्या सगळे, you understand the SDOF is nothing but a single degree of freedom system. आपल्याला स्टडी कुठला आहे अर्थक्वेक इंजिनिअरिंग मध्ये? single degree of freedom system. If MDOF system is there, then that system is a multi degrees of freedom system. But in our earthquake engineering, only SDOF system is included. Okay. So in this chapter about the central idea of this subject, what is this? In this subchapter, the definition of dynamics will be studied. आपण काय बघणार आहोत? We'll see the definition of dynamics. What is meant by the dynamics and how behaves during the dynamics of a structures. बघा within a structure. Next one is काय बघा? Equation of motion. Its formulation of SDOF system will be studied. Means या ठिकाणी ज्यावेळेला अर्थक्वेक चा डायनामिक लोड असणार आहे स्ट्रक्चर वरती, at that point that free vibration, force vibration, damping, unddamping and their equations with respect to SDOF system, their derivations will see in this unit number 2 also. What is the importance in this syllabus of this chapter? बघा, this chapter gives the basics of dynamics which will be helpful to understand the dynamic properties of civil engineering structure. Means this chapter gives basics of dynamics. Okay? Basics of dynamics which will be helpful to understand the dynamic properties of civil engineering structures. Means we can get an idea about the dynamic properties of the civil engineering structure. We'll see once again about the title of the chapter. About the title of the chapter मध्ये काय? The name itself is written as a free vibration. Means free vibration means without any external force is applied to the system. Only we have to initial disturb the system. At that time, whatever the dynamic behavior, dynamic properties of the civil engineering structure we'll see in this unit number 2. And single degree of freedom system, that means the only 1 degrees of freedom or system which can be represented using on coordinate. Means MDOF is the multi degrees of freedom system. Single degree of freedom system is nothing but a SDOF system. Henceforth in all these chapter there is only word is written as a SDOF. So you will understand over there SDOF is nothing but a single degree of freedom system. Okay, you understand that word? SDOF is nothing but a single degree of freedom system. Importance मध्ये काय बघितलं तर आपण बघा, importance is nothing but this chapter gives the basics of dynamics which will be helpful to understand the dynamic properties of civil engineering structure. Means in this chapter we'll see here the dynamic properties of the civil engineering structure, that we'll see here in this unit number 2. And what are the objectives and the outcomes of this chapter? First one is the dynamic related terminology we'll see. Means whatever the dynamic related terminology, that is our first objective to see in this unit number 2. Second one is the single degree of freedom system that is the SDOF equation of motion formulation, means equation related to the free vibration while damping and while undamping, that we'll see in this unit number second with respect to the objective second, that is the SDOF equation of motion and its formulation. Third one is the solution of equation of motion, and last one damping and its effect. So damping and its effect. First one, I will clear here what is meant by the damping and what is its effect. तर बघा डॅम्पर म्हणजे काय, तर डॅम्पर आपण का प्रोव्हाइड करतो, इफ यू डोंट नो आय विल टेल यू. तर बघा डॅम्पर आपण कशासाठी प्रोव्हाइड करतो, फॉर द डिसिपेशन ऑफ एनर्जी. तर आपली जी टू व्हीलर असेल किंवा फोर व्हीलर असेल तर त्यामध्ये आपण काय करतो, आपला शॉक ऑब्झर्वर जो असतो बसवलेला, तो व्हाय दिस शॉक ऑब्झर्वर इज प्लेस्ड इन द आवर टू व्हीलर आज फोर व्हीलर, कशासाठी बसवतो आपण. फ्रेंड्स, एखादं जर त्या ठिकाणी स्मॉल अँड्युलेशन असेल तर ऍट दॅट टाइम वेन आवर व्हेकल आपलं जर त्या ठिकाणी त्या अँड्युलेशन मध्ये जर गेलं तर त्या ठिकाणी देअर विल बी आपल्याला काय होणार आहे, त्या ठिकाणी खड्डा असेल तर खड्ड्याच्या ठिकाणी काय होणार आहे, आपली जर व्हेकल गेला तर ऑटोमॅटिकली काय होणार आहे, आपल्याला त्या ठिकाणी धक्का काय होणार आहे, आपली गाडी जर गेली तर काय होणार आहे, गाडीला आपल्या धक्का बसतो. तर त्या ठिकाणी त्यापासून त्या खड्ड्यातून वरती गाडी येण्यासाठी काय व्हायला पाहिजे, आपल्याला ऑटोमॅटिकली जी काय एनर्जी त्या ठिकाणी शॉक ऑब्झर्वर काय करणार आहे, एनर्जी पूर्ण डिसिपेट करणार आहे. एनर्जी जेव्हा पूर्ण डिसिपेट होईल ऍट दॅट टाइम आवर व्हेकल इज कम ऑन ऍट द इनिशियल स्टेज. म्हणजे डॅम्पर आपण प्रोव्हाइड करतो काय, फॉर द डिसिपेशन ऑफ द एनर्जी, मीन्स फॉर द शॉक, वॉट एव्हर द शॉक इज ओव्हर देअर ऍट दॅट टाइम दॅट डॅम्पर itself absorbs that whatever the shock, and after that damper getting dissipate that all energy and that system will become at its initial position, and for that purpose damper is provided. And what is the effect, that is in terms of this, that all points will see in detail in the unit number 2 only. तर बघा, we'll see the first point, dynamic analysis. डायनॅमिक अनालिसिस म्हणजे काय बघा, व्हॉट इज मीन बाय द डायनॅमिक लोड अँड व्हॉट इज मीन बाय द स्टॅटिक लोड. दॅट 2 points that are the very basic point related to the unit number second. First one is the dynamic analysis. काय बघा, dynamic analysis is a subset of structural analysis which covers the behavior of structure subjected to dynamic loading. Dynamic analysis is a subset of structural analysis which covers the behavior of structures subjected to the dynamic loading. Dynamic loads include people, wind, waves, traffic, earthquake and the blast. Means dynamic loads. Which are the dynamic loads? That loads come under which the dynamic load includes, which are the people's, wind काय असणार आहे, wind pressure that comes under the dynamic load. Waves कुठल्या असणार आहे, seismic waves असतील that are come under the dynamic loads. Traffic that are come under the dynamic loads. Earthquake and the blast, that all the loads are the come under the dynamic loads. Any structure can be subject to dynamic loading. Dynamic analysis can be used to find dynamic displacement, time history and the modal analysis. बघा, dynamic load, there are the two types of the load. आपण म्हणतो first one is the dynamic load and second one is the static load. The dynamic loads which are those that are come under the waves, that are come under the earthquake, that are come under the traffic and that are come under the blast also. That are the dynamic loads that do not vary with do not vary with a time. Dynamic loads are not vary with a time, but static loads are vary with a time. बघा, त्या ठिकाणी काय लिहिलंय, डायनॅमिक अनालिसिस इज अ सबसेट ऑफ structural analysis which covers the behavior of structure subjected to dynamic loading. Static loads include people, wind, waves, traffic, earthquake and the blast. Any structure can be subject to dynamic loading, and that is the come under the dynamic analysis, and which can be used to find dynamic displacement, time history and the modal analysis. Modal analysis is in terms of M, that is the mass displacement, that is the mass stiff displacement and the stiffness, that will be see in the next point. बघा, static load. What is the static load? Static load is one which does not vary. Static load which does not vary. A dynamic load is one which changes with respect to time. Means static load is one which does not vary, but dynamic load is one which changes with time. If it changes slowly, the structure response may be determined with static analysis. If it changes slowly, the structure response may be determined with respect to static analysis. But if it varies quickly related to structure's ability to respond, the response must be determined with dynamic analysis. बघा या ठिकाणी there are the two types of the load. First one is the dynamic and the static load. The static load is one which does not vary, but dynamic load is vary. A dynamic load is one which changes with respect to the time, but static load which cannot change with respect to the time. If that dynamic load is getting changes slowly, the structure response may be determined with static analysis. If it is very quickly related to the structure's ability to respond, the response must be determined with dynamic analysis. Means whatever the dynamic load that is the very less, that will be considered as a static load, and whatever the response that will be again calculated with respect to the the relativity structure ability to respond. Response must be determined with the dynamic analysis. In this way, dynamic and the static, you can plot the two graphs. Time is vary and time is not vary with respect to load. That is for dynamic and the static load. You can write, and whatever the loads of dynamic that are come under wind, sometimes waves, sometimes traffic, sometimes earthquake, and sometimes blast. That all are come under the dynamic loads. In this way, that basic concept about the static and the dynamic loads is over here. We'll move towards the dynamic loads. आता बघा, dynamic loads, the loads which vary with respect to time are called as dynamic loads. The loads which vary with respect to time are called as dynamic loads. Static loads are constant over reasonable time. Means static loads are constant, but dynamic loads are not constant. They are vary with respect to the time. But static loads are constant over the reasonable time. Next point काय बघा, dynamic analysis. What is mean by the dynamic analysis? तर analysis of structure under the dynamic load is known as the dynamic analysis. Means dynamic analysis is the analysis of structure under a dynamic load is known as a dynamic analysis. For the equilibrium system of external forces applied on the system need to be resisted by internal forces of the system. तर कुठली पण एखादी सिस्टीम घ्या, त्या ठिकाणी काय असणार आहे, देयर इज अ इक्वल अँड अपोजिट रिएक्शन. मीन्स एफ इंटरनल इज इक्वल टू एफ एक्सटर्नल. इफ एनी सिस्टम देयर इज अ internal and external movement, means whatever the load is applied, there is a resistivity power, so that F internal is equal to F external. The external force may be static or dynamic in nature. When the force remains constant over reasonable period of time or force is not function of time, such a force is called as a static force. When the force remains constant over reasonable period of time or force is not function of time, such as force is called as static force. When F external is the static force F and F internal force generated to resist the force will be only the restoring force, which is stiffness times displacement. So we can write F equal to K into X. F equal to K into X. बघा, तर डायनॅमिक लोड वी हॅव सीन, स्टॅटिक लोड वी हॅव सीन. डायनॅमिक लोड म्हणजे काय बघितलं? द लोड्स विच व्हेरी विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम आर नोन ॲज द डायनॅमिक लोड्स. स्टॅटिक लोड म्हणजे काय? दॅट आर static loads are constant over a reasonable time. Dynamic analysis is nothing but a analysis of structure under dynamics of structure. Analysis of structure under dynamic loads is nothing but a dynamic analysis. For the equilibrium system, if external forces applied on the system need to be resisted by internal forces of the system. Means if any system having the equal and opposite reaction, and based on this F internal is equal to F external. So F external force may be static or dynamic nature when the force remains constant over a reasonable period of time, or force is not function of time. Such a force is called as static force. When the external, that is F external, is static force F, and the internal force generated to resist the force will be only restoring force, which is stiffness times the displacement. So we can write F equal to K into X. तर बघा, first equation that is related to the SDOF system related to the stiffness काय असणार आहे? that force having the equal and opposite reaction. Equal and opposite reaction मध्ये काय असणार आहे? F equal to K into X. X is the displacement and K is the spring, that is the restoring force. F equal to K into X. X is the displacement and K is the stiffness. So first equation is the F equal to K into X. That is the first one related to the restoring force into the system. Because of the F internal equal to F external, any body having the equal and opposite reaction, and so that there is an internal force generated to resist the force will be only restoring force, which is stiffness times the displacement of the displacement. So we can write F equal to K into X. All of you write this equation F equal to K into X. So we can, in the next slide we'll see here the diagram. बघा, MDOF सिस्टीम किंवा मास स्प्रिंग डॅम्पर सिस्टीम या ठिकाणी प्रोव्हाइड केलेले. बघा, मास स्प्रिंग डॅम्पर सिस्टीम. तर या ठिकाणी मास, that is the mass in the diagram number 1A, you can see here that M is the mass which is provided for the friction free system, that is the mass spring damper system. M is the mass, and next one is the U has written on the top, that is the displacement. That C is a shown here, and last one is the K is also shown here. That K is the stiffness, that is the K, and that P of T, that is the total frictional force, and U is the displacement, M is the mass, and spring constant K, and C is the damping coefficient. लक्षात घ्या, that mass spring damper system for a single degree of freedom system is shown here. In this diagram you can see here that first one is the K, that is the spring constant, that is the restoring force K, that with respect to displacement K into X, that will be formed. Second one is the mass into displacement, that mass M is the mass of that system. C is the damping coefficient, that damper is provided in this system, so that system is a mass spring damper system. And P of T is the force applied on the that P of T is the force, that P of T is the force on the system. तर या ठिकाणी बघा, if we plot the free body diagram of this system, that is a mass spring damper system. तर या ठिकाणी there are the forces will be produces, which are those that K into X, that is the stiffness will be produces. Next one is the damper, that is the Cx dot. C is the damping coefficient which is vary with respect to the velocity, that so that there is a Cu dot, that is the C into velocity. Mass is with respect to mg, that mass into acceleration due to gravity. In this way, there is a that free body diagram of this A diagram is shown into the B and C diagram. So first we'll see here, when F external is time dependent, that is the dynamic force which can be denoted as F of T. The internal force F internal will have three components, that is the inertial force, damping force and the restoring force. There are the three components, which are those: inertia force, damping force and restoring force. Inertia force, damping force and restoring force. Inertia force generated because of mass m and can be obtained from Newton's second law, mass into acceleration. M is equal to ma, that m is the mass and a is the acceleration due to gravity. So that F equal to ma, that is the mx double dot, that is the acceleration. X is the displacement, u is the displacement, u dot is the velocity and u double dot is the acceleration. The damping force is generally proportionate with velocity. Means बघा या ठिकाणी that K, that is the stiffness, that is proportionate with respect to the displacement. Damping force C, that is proportionate with respect to velocity, and mass is generally proportionate with respect to the acceleration. And based on this, there is the F damping is equal to damping coefficient into the velocity, whereas restoring force, which is stiffness time displacement, so we can write F restoring is equal to K into X. Means how these three equations are produced? You can see here, first one is the F equal to K into X. F equal to K into, in this diagram U has been shown, so that F equal to K into U. K is the stiffness, U is the displacement, C is shown. C म्हणजे काय असणार या ठिकाणी? C is the damper आणि damper it changes with respect to the velocity, so that Cu dot, that is the F for the damping is equal to Fu dot, and third one is the mass into acceleration, that is the mass into acceleration, that is for the F inertial force. आता mass is the inertia, so that F is the mass into inertial force is equal to F equal to m into A, where m is the mass and A is the acceleration due to the gravity. In this way, there is a three types of the forces produces because of mass, because of spring and because of damper. If damper is provided, system is known as a damping system. If damper is not provided, that system is known as a undamped system. सगळ्यांना तुम्हाला समजलं का बघा? डॅम्पर म्हणजे काय? फॉर द डिसिपेशन ऑफ एनर्जी. एखाद्या सिस्टीम मध्ये जर डॅम्पर प्रोव्हाइड केलेला असेल तर सो दॅट सिस्टीम इज नोन ॲज अ डॅम्पिंग सिस्टीम. इफ द डॅम्पर इज नॉट प्रोव्हाइडेड, then system is known as a undamped system. So there is a no energy dissipation over there, so that it is known as a undamped system. तर या सिस्टीम मध्ये आपण जे आता डायग्राम बघतो यामध्ये there is a already C, that is the damper is provided, and that M, that is the MCK, that M is the mass, C is the damper coefficient and K is the stiffness. These three components are varied with respect to displacement, velocity and the acceleration, and based on this there is a three forces are mu double dot, that is the inertia force, U is the displacement, C is the damping coefficient, so that damping force is varying with respect to velocity, and so that Cu dot, that is the second force, and third one is the restoring force K, which is proportionate with respect to U. In this way, these three equations will be formed: mx double dot, cx dot and the kx. Okay, so you can write these three equations as far as the Newton's law, inertia force, as far as the damping force, and as far as the restoring force with respect to the K. And already we have seen every body having equal and opposite reaction. Equal and opposite reaction. F internal is equal to F external. And so that therefore F internal is equal to F external, that F external मध्ये काय येणार आहे परत, F internal is equal to F inertia force with respect to mass, F damping that is related to the C, and F restoring that is related to the K. In this way, the addition of these three forces will become under the F external forces. Okay, and therefore the complete equation of dynamic system can be written as that F is equal to Fx mx double dot plus Cx dot plus Kx equal to F. In this way we can write here. Okay, तर बघा तुम्हाला या ठिकाणी समजलं का? Okay, once again we will join the meeting. Please do it fast, all should join. Okay, we'll start now. ठीक है, once again you see here mass spring damper system. In this mass spring damper system, mass that is M, spring coefficient K, and C is the damper, and this M, C, K, both three factors, they are changes with respect to the displacement. The M is the inertia force related to the M, the force related to the inertia, that is with respect to the M. Nantar second is the C, that C is the damper system. See, if the damper is provided, the system is known as the damping, and the C is changes with respect to the velocity, that C is proportionate with respect to the velocity, so that there is a second force which is produced as C U dot, and third one is the K is the stiffness, and which is changes or which is proportionate with respect to the displacement, that is the U. Means in this way there are the three internal forces produces. First one is the inertia force, second one is the damping force, and third one is the stiffness force. In this way, that inertia force is equal to external forces, and every body having equal, every system having the equal and opposite reaction, and based on these three, the F is equal to F external is equal to F internal, that F external is equal to inertia force plus damping force plus restoring force are. In this way, F external is equal to MA plus CU dot plus KU. In this way, the equation will be formed as a mass spring damper system. एक मिनट. Hello? Any problem? Shubham? No. Okay. And in this way, in this diagram, there is a free body diagram is produced over here in the B diagram. That is that changes C, the damping is getting changes with respect to Cu dot. U dot is the velocity. Ku, that K is changes with respect to the K changes with respect to the displacement, and M is proportional with respect to the acceleration due to gravity, that is the mg or ma, and p of t, that is the external force, and mg is the inertia force, cu dot is the damping force, and ku is the spring constant. In this way, the external force is equal to internal force. Any system having equal and opposite reaction, and based on this, the equation produced is equal to P of T is equal to mg double dot or mu double dot plus cu dot plus ku is equal to P of T. In this way, the equation is produced for mass spring damper system. So, आता या diagram मध्ये, in this diagram, if C is provided, then that system is known as a mass spring damper system. If C is not provided, then that system is known as a mass spring system. तर बघा, डॅम्पर प्रोव्हाइड केलेला असेल, डॅम्परचं मिनिंग काय, डॅम्पर कधी असणार आहे, इफ सी वर्ड इज ओव्हर देअर, that C is a damping coefficient. If C is over there, it is known as a damping coefficient, and that system is known as a damped system. If C is not there, C is equal to 0, then that system is a undamped system. Okay? तर बघा, लक्षात घ्या, there are the two types of the vibration. First one is the free vibration, second one is the forced vibration. आता free vibration म्हणजे काय, P of T is the external force. आता या ठिकाणी या सिस्टीम मध्ये, सिस्टीम हॅव्हिंग द इक्वल अँड अपोजिट रिॲक्शन, इक्वल अँड अपोजिट रिॲक्शन मध्ये आपण काय केलं, F internal is equal to F external. F internal मध्ये कुठले कुठले फोर्सेस आले, F internal is nothing but a F inertia force plus F damping force plus F restoring force related to K, related to C, and related to U, related to M. In this way, mx double dot mu double dot plus cu dot plus ku is equal to P of T. हा आपला P of T काय होता, that P of T is a external force. Means system having the external force, then that system is known as a forced vibration. एखादी सिस्टीमला जर एक्सटर्नल फोर्स असेल तर that system is known as the external force. आता या सिस्टीम मध्ये P of T is the external force. So that system is a forced vibration. If system is a free vibration, at that point that F of T is equal to 0. System is a free vibration. तर काय असणार आहे त्या ठिकाणी, P of T is equal to 0. तर in both of the way, for free vibration P of T is matter. P of T is equal to 0. If force vibration is there, P of T having some value. These are the two types, free vibration and the force vibration. Free vibration म्हणजे काय? The P of T is equal to 0. Force vibration म्हणजे काय? P of T having some value, that is a forced vibration, that there is an external force on the system, and that system in this, that total equation for free vibration and total equation for force vibration is produces. And based on this, in the unit number second, there are main two equations, and in unit number third, there are again two main equations that are related to the damping system and undamped system. And second thing is that external force is 0 and external force having some value, means related to the damping, related to the undamping, related to the free force, and related to the forced force. Means based on this, there are the four major equations, and that will be asked for your examination. Okay, in this, when F external is time dependent, that is dynamic force, which can be denoted F of T, the inertial force is F external, F internal will have three components, that is the inertia force, damping force, and the restoring force. Inertia force are generated due to mass m and can be obtained from Newton's second law, that is the F inertia is equal to mass into acceleration, and the damping force is generally proportionate with velocity, that is Fd is equal to damping coefficient into velocity, and for the restoring force F is equal to K into X. In this way, there are the three forces produces damping force, second one is the restoring force K, and third one is the inertia force is equal to P of T. And therefore, F internal is equal to F inertia plus F damping plus F restoring is equal to F external. Therefore, the complete equation of dynamics system can be written as, based on the nature of damping and force on the system, above equation can be simplified in the following possibilities. कुठल्या possibilities असणार आहेत? First one is the damping, undamping, forced and the free, means there are the four possibilities over there. Next point is the negligible damping and no continuous force. Negligible damping and no continuous force, that is the undamped free vibration. Negligible damping means damping is a less, damper is not provided, and no continuous force, that is the free vibration, but only at initial disturbance force is applied, that is the no continuous force, that is the undamped free system. Second is the damped free system. Damped म्हणजे काय? Damper is provided and system is free vibration, means undamped free system, that is with respect to the damper, so that system is becomes damped free system. Third one is the undamped, means damper is not there but force, continuous force is applied, so that system becomes undamped forced vibration. And the last point is the damped forced vibration system. Damped forced vibration system. Damped म्हणजे काय? Damping coefficient C is over there. Forced is nothing but force is provided to the system, means system becomes a damped forced vibration system. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट बघा कुठला आहे? डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम. डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम म्हणजे काय? ऑलरेडी वी हॅव सीन इन द चॅप्टर्स नेम. चॅप्टर नेम मध्ये काय आपलं? फ्री व्हायब्रेशन ऑफ सिंगल डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम सिस्टीम. तर त्यामध्ये सिंगल डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम सिस्टीम मध्ये डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम हा वर्ड आहे. तर डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम म्हणजे काय? मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंट कोऑर्डिनेट्स रिक्वायर्ड टू डिफाइन completely the position of all the systems minimum number of independent coordinates required to define completely the position of all all parts of a system at any instance of time is known as degrees of freedom. Means एखादी सिस्टीम आहे तर त्या सिस्टीमला आपल्याला in terms of movement, in terms of displacement, in terms of displacement movement, we can show the system in the minimum number of coordinates with respect to the minimum. If any system is over there and we can define a complete system in all positions. कशी define करणार? With respect to the minimum number of independent coordinates. With respect to minimum number of independent coordinates, system can be minimum number of independent coordinate system can be completely defined is known as a degrees of freedom. आता बघा, फ्री व्हायब्रेशन, फोर्स्ड व्हायब्रेशन, अनडॅम्प्ड व्हायब्रेशन अँड द डॅम्प्ड व्हायब्रेशन. तर त्यामध्ये आता आपण विल सी हिअर इन डिटेल विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू द फ्री व्हायब्रेशन. तर फ्री व्हायब्रेशन म्हणजे काय बघा दिलेलं आहे. फ्री व्हायब्रेशन इज अ इफ अ सिस्टीम आफ्टर अँड इनिशियल डिस्टर्बन्स. म्हणजे काय आपल्याला म्हणायचंय, देर आर 4 टाइप्स. कुठले कुठले 4 टाइप्स बघितले आपण. फर्स्ट वन is the damped system, second one is the undamped system, third one is the forced system, and last one is the free system. तर त्यामध्ये we'll see what is the damped vibration, that is the damped system, second one is the undamped system, third one is the vibration system, and fourth one is the free vibration system. Free vibration म्हणजे काय, if a system after an initial disturbance is left to vibrate on its own. If a system after an initial disturbance is left to vibrate on its own, no external force acts on system. The oscillation of simple pendulum is an example of free vibration. तर बघा, एखादी सिस्टीम आहे तर त्या सिस्टीमला आपण जर इनिशियल डिस्टर्ब केलं तर आफ्टर द इनिशियल डिस्टर्बन्स that system left to vibrate on its own is known as the free vibration. आता no external forces acts on the system. फक्त आपल्याला काय करायचंय, we have to disturb initially the system. Afterwards it will move, it will left to vibrate on its own is known as the free vibration. An example काय, best example is the oscillation of simple pendulum. तर oscillation of simple pendulum मध्ये काय होतं, तर सिंपल जो पेंडुलम आहे त्याला आपण काय करतो, वी विल डिस्टर्ब द इनिशियली अँड आफ्टरवर्ड्स इट विल vibrate on its own is known as the free vibration, and that example is come under the free vibration. Sometimes such a types of the questions asked in the examination. तर विचारतात what is the free vibration and force vibration and explain with respect to the example. तर example मध्ये तुम्हाला आता त्या ठिकाणी you should know this example of oscillation of a simple pendulum. So if a system after an initial disturbance is left to vibrate on its own, it is known as the free vibration, and no external forces are applied to the system. And the oscillation of simple pendulum is an example of free vibration. तर simple pendulum जर असेल तर त्या oscillation कधी होतात, after will give the initial disturbance only for the pendulum, and afterwards that pendulum will be vibrate on its own, that is the free vibration. Second one is the forced vibration. Forced vibration मध्ये काय, if a system is subjected to an external force, often a repeating types of force, the resulting vibrations are known as forced vibrations. If a system is subjected to an external force, often a repeating types of force, resulting vibrations are known as forced vibration. And the oscillations that arises in machines such as diesel engines is an example of forced vibration. बघा या सिस्टीम मध्ये फोर्स व्हायब्रेशन मध्ये काय केलेलं आहे, देअर इज अ external force, repeating external force is applied to the system, and so that system is getting vibrated is known as forced vibration. An example is a diesel engine is an example of forced vibration. Next one is the undamped vibration. Undamped vibration, if no energy is lost, if no energy is lost or dissipated. अनडॅम्प्ड सिस्टीम म्हणजे काय, त्या ठिकाणी डॅम्पर बसलेला नाही. तर त्याचं मिनिंग काय, इफ नो एनर्जी इज लॉस्ट ऑर डिसिपेटेड इन फ्रिक्शन or other resistance during oscillation, the vibration is known as undamped vibration. In many physical systems, the amount of damping is so small that it can be ignored. म्हणजे damping system, damping undamped vibration म्हणजे काय, there is a no energy is lost or dissipated in the friction or other resistance during oscillation. The vibration is known as undamped vibration. In many physical systems, the amount of damping is so small that it can be ignored. बघा, free vibration म्हणजे काय, only we have to disturb the initial system. Forced म्हणजे काय, repetitive force दिलेले असतात त्या ठिकाणी, so that system getting vibrated, that is the forced vibration. Undamped म्हणजे काय, damper is not provided, but and so no energy is getting dissipated or lost. And the last point is the damped vibration. The damped vibration म्हणजे काय, if an energy is lost during oscillation, then these vibrations are known as damped vibration. If any energy is lost during oscillation, then these vibrations are known as damped vibration. If considerable amount damping is present in the system, damping modeling becomes important. Simple structures like overhead water tank can be assumed as concentrated or lumped mass M supported by a massless structures of stiffness K. Another example is concrete roof supported by columns where the mass of the roof can be assumed as lumped mass and stiffness of columns can be assumed as K. In this way, we have started our unit number 2nd, and which is related to the free vibration of single degree of freedom system. We'll take a revision within a 5 minutes and within a 10 minutes, and we'll stop here today. Okay. बघा, dynamics मध्ये आपण in this unit number 2nd, that is the vibration of single degree of freedom system, we have seen the dynamic loads, dynamic analysis, degrees of freedom, undamped free vibration, multiple elastic forces, viscously damped vibration, equation of motion and solution, and logarithmic decrement. Based on this, we have seen, based on this syllabus, first we have seen the syllabus, that is the about the title of the chapter, about the central idea of the chapter, importance of the chapter, and the objective of the chapter, outcome of this chapter we have seen. Next one, we have seen that dynamic analysis, what is mean by the dynamic, what is mean by the static, what is the mean by the dynamic load, what is mean by the static load, and what are the dynamic loads that we have seen over here. Next thing is that dynamic loads and its characteristics with respect to the M, C and K. That dynamic loads, that is the dynamic behavior of the structure in terms of M, C, K, and mass spring damper system we have seen, that is the mass spring K and damper C, and based on the free body diagram we have calculated with respect to the M is the mass, that is the inertia force, that is the proportionate with respect to the acceleration as far as the Newton's law. Next one is the damper, that is proportionate with respect to the velocity, so that the Cx dot And third one is the K is the restoring force, that is the stiffness, and which is K is the stiffness, which is the restoring force in the system and which changes with respect to K into X. And based on this, free body diagram is produced with respect to B and C. And next point is the any system having equal and opposite reaction, and based on this, F internal is equal to F external, and F internal forces are with respect to inertia, that is the M, with respect to K, that is the restoring force, and with respect to C, that is the damping coefficient. And so that F external is equal to F inertia force plus F internal force plus F equal to MA plus F equal to Cx dot plus F equal to K into X. So addition of this Mx double dot plus Cx dot plus Kx is equal to P of T. That equation we have seen. And based on this last point with respect to the vibration, that is the free vibration, forced vibration, damper and undamped system, there is again distribution based on this free vibration. There is a free, what is meant by free vibration? There is a no any external force is applied to the system, is nothing but a free vibration, no external forces, so that if the last point, that is the F external is equal to 0 in this equation for the free vibration. Forced vibration means repeated force is applied to the system, so that will be come under the forced vibration. Next one is the undamped vibration. Undamped is nothing but there is a no damping is provided, that is undamped, so that no energy is getting dissipated into the undamped vibration. And last one is the damped vibration, that is the damper is provided, so that during the oscillation there is a energy will be getting dissipated, that will become under the damped vibration. Okay, in this way we have seen our unit number 2 up to the basic points related to the dynamics, related to the static, related to the single degree of freedom system, and the last point is the vibration, types of vibration with respect to free, with respect to forced and undamped system, with respect to the damping and with respect to damper and without respect to the damper. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. The session is open to all. Thank you. Up to this we have covered unit number 2. In next lecture we'll see the remaining point from the unit number 2.